Greetings, duelists, and welcome to another deck report. This is Season 5, Week number 3, and Alliance Insight is now TCG legal, which means we can play aforementioned strategies that I showcased earlier in this channel, like Mitsurugi and Maliss. I will be profiling Maliss today. I feel like this and Ogdoadic, well, Mitsurugi better have it, are the two best decks in the format right now. I showcased Mitsurugi for the past 2 weeks for one main purpose, and the purpose behind those videos was to let people understand and know just how powerful and flexible that strategy is. The Ogdoadic version is not like the most best version of the deck out there, as you guys probably already know. The Fiendsmith version did win the Austrian Nationals, while the Rizio version won YCS Providence. But that's not to say that all variants of Mitsurugi are not warranted. The pure build made top 4 in Providence, while the Ogdoadic build made top 4 in the Austrian Nats. So that deck is to be highly respected. But enough of that. We'll talk about Maliss. I'm gonna showcase you my list, and then I'll talk about my experiences this week with it. So, 2 Dormouse, 2 Rabbits, 2 Cats, 3 Marsh Hares, Meowmine, Dotscaper, Backup Administer, and Triple Wizard. I will explain this. If you've seen my balance profiles, you already know I'm a huge fan of Dangers, and this in transition is no exception. So 3 Rabbit, 3 Sushinokos, 3 Nessies, and 1 Bigfoot. Now, for a new engine that I'm going to showcase in this deck, and I am going to give a lot of explanations behind it. The last 4 monsters in my main deck are 3 Water Enchantress of the Temple and 1 Wandering Griffin Rider. That's it for monsters. Spell cards. Triple Allure of Darkness. Triple Rite of Aramesir. 2 Undergrounds. 2 enemy controllers. Mining, Gold Sark, Terraforming, Talents, Cold Buy, Draco Back, Faithful Adventure, Malice in the Mirror. That's a lot of spell cards. And the last 3 cards are the 3 Malice Trap cards. That is the entire main deck. It is 50 cards. I will explain the ratios behind that as well. Side deck. Dimension Shifter, Droll Lockbird, Ash Blossom, Fualas, Perulia, Duster, and Thrust. Extra deck. Link Spider, Linkuriboh, Lizardos, Cherubini, IP Masquerena, SP Little Knight, Splash Mage, Nightmare Phoenix. That's it for the Link 1s and Link 2s. Link 3s, we got His Soul and the 3 Malice Queens. For Link 4s, we got Firewall Dragon and Access Code Talker. And the last monster is Light Code Talker at Ignister. Alright, explanation. So, I think the first outlier here would be like the Adventure Engine. Why am I playing the Adventure Engine in this deck? Well, the really cool thing about the Adventure Engine is that it gives you a very strong layer of interruptions, and it also is a hand trap check. Also, this is the reason why you're playing Cherubini. Cherubini is to access the adventure line. The Cherubini can also bridge you into Maliss by dumping Maliss names if you can get to Lizardos or you have access to Marshare. But the number one purpose behind Cherubini is for the adventure line. And yeah, I just like the flexibility behind the adventure cards. I've always liked the adventure engine for a long time. However, I felt like Maliss before Alliance Insight was very normal summon reliant. So it was not really good to play the adventure cards alongside them. But now we have a lot of Maliss extenders. And we have a lot of play starters in the deck that do not require to be normal summoned for their plays to be optimal. And that is really good for the adventure cards, because if you've been tuned into this channel in the past couple of weeks, I brought up how this format just requires you to just play very strong non-engine cards. Like, just playing hand traps is not enough this format. The two best decks of the format can just push through common interactions. And I just felt like the adventure engine fits very well naturally. One important note when it comes to the adventure engine, and one of the things that I really like about it, is that this card is a very strong hand trap check. Like, summoning the adventure token out from Rite of Aramesir does not give any draws from any Mocharmy. And that is a very big deal, because Mocharmies are very popular right now. The other really cool thing about Rite of Aramesir is that it's very adaptive into half boards. Like, if you just want to make a half board because of a Mocharmy, or because of strong cards like Droll and Nibiru, the adventure engine just enables that access very thoroughly. Like, you're not summoning from the extra deck, so you're not giving draws from Fualos. Like, you're not summoning from the graveyard, so you're not drawing out of Meowls. And you are summoning from the hand, so it can draw Purulia. But the really important thing is that whatever you summon out of Rite, or the monsters that you get out of Rite, for example, the Griffin Rider, this is a quick effect to summon. So you can just summon this on your opponent's turn if you don't want to give them draws out of Purulia. Now, let's talk about Dominance Impulse. Dominance Impulse can stop Rite of Aramesir. However, if they Dominance Impulse, that means they can no longer Droll or Nibiru you, which means the rest of your combos are safe from Droll and Nibiru. And that's really, really strong, because Nibiru and Droll are very, very popular right now. Another really cool thing about this engine is it doesn't conflict with Dimension Shifter at all. The only conflict with Dimension Shifter is the Cherubini line that access you the Rite of Aramesir. But, for example, you can banish Water Enchantress from your hand in order to access the engine. So that doesn't conflict with Shifter. Shifter is a really, really powerful card right now. So, like, especially with just how strong Mitsurugi is as a deck. So, just being able to play an engine that can enable you the Shifter line is also really strong. And the last thing to mention, and I do write a disclaimer here. Here's the disclaimer. If we go back to the previous scene, the token you summon from Rite of Aramesir can turn into Link Spider. And Link Spider is really important, because Link Spider can enable you to summon from both backup and wizard, which is two really powerful extenders. Normal builds of Maliss are playing Almirage instead of Link Spider. Some people are playing Link Spider alongside Almirage. Some other builds are playing multiple Linguribo. I just think the Linguribo and Spider is really strong, because at worst case scenario, Link Spider is a Nibiru check. If you have Wizard to keep extending. But yeah, I really like the adventure cards. This by no means is like the best way to play Maliss. However, it is something that I discovered in the past week. It is something that has have helped me in a lot of games. And more importantly, it's just an engine people just don't see coming. If you want to play this card alongside Dominance Impulse, you can also do that. The only card that conflicts is the Wandering Rider. But if we go back to the other scene, another option you can play is Illegal Knight. Illegal Knight is a bounce 2 of your opponent's cards. And this is also a quick effect to summon, and this is also a quick effect to enable that double bounce. This card is really strong into stuff like Raziel setups, into Mitsurugi setups. This is also really good against the Maliss mirror match. But the best thing about this card is that you can play this card under Shifter and under Impulse. So yeah, that's it for the adventure cards. Let's talk about why I played 3 Wizard. The number one reason is I only pulled 1 backup Adignister from my Alliance boxes. I opened 6 boxes of Alliance Insight. I only pulled one like backup, which is kind of wild to think about because we did pull 3 Marsh Hairs. But going back to the Wizard, to the Adignister engine, another card you can play is the I Meet You. You also have Cyber's Wicked, which is another way to access your engine. I just felt like I want to experiment with Wizard, especially since it's so easy to summon Wizard in this deck. And I don't regret playing Wizard at all at multiples. In the future, I will swap it back to 3 backup. But for the time being, if you want to try out 3 Wizards, I can tell you right now, this doesn't hurt you at all that much. You have to keep in mind that you are locked into Cybers when you trigger Wizard, but that's not a big deal. I've already played the Dangers in the past. This is not new stuff if you've been on this channel before. But something really cool is both Jackalope and Tsushinoko are level 3. So both these Dangers get you to Cherubini. And Cherubini already access you both the Adventure engine and the Maliss engine as well. Especially if you have Marsh Hair. So just having another sub-engine that can access you to Cherubini, I feel is just very strong. This is really good into drawing into more of their engine as well. And you do have discard fodder in this deck. Your discard fodders are like their backup effect as well as your Faithful Adventure. So Dangers just enable you pluses if you use both of these cards. So yeah, I think this is a very worthwhile engine to try out. Like, by no means, I'd say if you are not the biggest fan of Dangers, you don't have to play them. However, like, you already know me. I pretty much like my Dangers, so I think this can be swapped out for like more Charmies if you want. If you saw my side deck, you already know that I have 6 more Charmies here. I just don't like more Charmies in the main. That's just my pet peeve. But that's not to say it's incorrect. I mean, both Jibril and Ryan Yu were playing 6 Charmies in the main. I don't recall if Lucasako did it as well, but like one of them made top 16 and one of them made top 8. So that already tells you that the Maliss deck, although it's not completely solved as of yet, and we'll talk about that when we talk about the extra deck, it's pretty much solved to the point where you already know what engine and what non-engine you should be playing in it. Alright, so why is this 50 cards? The reason that main deck is 50 cards is because the adventure token engine is 9 cards in your deck. And out of those 9 cards, two of them are bricks and one of them is a hard brick. The hard brick is the Dracoback, and the soft brick is the Fateful Adventure. Drawing Fateful Adventure or Griffin is not really a huge issue, because at worst, Griffin is just an extra summon extender, and Faithful is just another way to enable you into your Rite of Aramesir. You don't get as many pluses as you would if you open Rite of Aramesir or Water Enchantress, but I digress. I kind of just wanted to keep the amount of bricks in my hand as minimalistic as possible. So that's it for that. Other cybers that I'm playing, because you probably noticed them, is the Dotscaper and the Meowmine. You can access Meowmine with backup at Ignister, and this card does create additional disruptions for your opponent, especially if you end on IP. The IP into SP setup with the Meowmine is very, very strong. Like, you even hold back Mitsurugi setups with this, which is something to take note of. The number one reason I'm playing Dotscaper is because it's an engine extended that works with Fateful Adventure. It works with backup at Ignister. It works with the adventure cards. It's very, very easy to cycle out of your 4 Maliss names in this version of the deck, including Marshhair. So just having an extra Cybers Banish out of Red Ramson is also really strong. In this format, you have to be as aggressive as possible with your combo decks. Like, be it Mitsurugi, be it Maliss, be it White Forest, like all those combo decks, you have to make sure that whatever engine or sub-engine in your deck you're playing can really push through those interruptions as much as possible. And like, just having access to another extender is just very strong. This is completely optional. You don't have to play this in Maliss, especially if you're playing Dominance Impulse. But I just felt it was worth the honorable mention. The last card I want to talk about is the Echo Talker at Ignister. A lot of people are not playing this card in their extra deck. Most people are playing the Topologic Bomber Dragon. And I really understand why a Topologic Bomber Dragon is really good, because, again, this goes back to what I was saying about you need to be as aggressive as you can with your interruptions. If your end board can make 5 to 7 interruptions instead of 3 or 4, you want to do that. And Bomber Dragon is really good for that, especially against Mitsurugi. If you make Bomber, like, protected by IP, or you make Bomber Dragon that is linked to the Cyber's Wicked, or vice versa, like, this is just a very, very strong setup against, like, Mitsurugi, for example, against, like, other Raziel variants as well. Another card you can play is Terahertz. Stay tuned for the next underground video. I will be talking about this a little bit more forward. But I opted to try out Echo Talker this time, mainly because it's another Omni-Negate you can pair with the Griffin Rider. Like, if you saw the example end board that I made in the first replay, like, Echo Talker at Ignister alongside Griffin with the GWC setup, it's very, very strong. Like, your opponent really has to think twice, like, dealing with this board. But yeah, I think that's it from me. I hope you found this video as informative to your liking and understanding. Let me know how the mic quality is in this video. I've been hesitant on making videos for a while just because of my mic setup. I haven't set up my new mic yet, but I have been like tinkering around with the settings as of a bit. So yeah, until next time, keep practicing and keep dueling.